see you in Valhalla.
Welcome, United Countrymen, to this quick podcast here. We're doing See You in Valhalla. Most of you who have been following this Charlie Kirk information, the whole event that took place, find it quite odd now. And it is creating such a stir, even a division amongst Christians now. When we get into this, I want you to know that the way this dark side works, I want you to understand this is 20 years of information that we have been studying and uncovering ever since 9/11, 2001. Very few people listened up until recently. And now what used to take several years for the general public to wake up. Game plan, the program, the foreign Middle Eastern country running these things has gotten very sloppy and desperate. We know that the day before this event that there was something that took place in the Middle East. I'm not going to give too many details here, but basically this small Middle Eastern country blew up the peacekeepers country and killed the peacemakers, the people meeting for the peace treaty the day before. And I believe this is what probably instigated this Charlie Kirk event so that it could make a mass media cover-up for everything going on. If you don't think I'm crazy, then take a look at this real quick. See what was being said here.
In 33 hours, we have made historic progress.
33 hours.
I want to express my deep gratitude to President Trump, the Vice President, and the entire White House who have been so incredibly supportive with both resources and just personally to the FBI as a team. Lastly, to my friend Charlie Kirk. Rest now, brother. We have the watch. And I'll see you in Valhalla. And I'll see you in Valhalla. And I'll see you in Valhalla.
See you in Valhalla after 33 hours, huh? Isn't this quite unusual? I think you're seeing probably what's going on here. The secret encoding language. They put this out there on purpose. Now, what we believe after 20 years of researching this stuff, there's something in the higher laws. We're getting into spiritual higher realms now, like legal theater or legal things dealing with heaven, dealing with the spiritual realm where angels and demons can only do so much. And if they do things, they have to put it out in the public so they're not held accountable. And how intelligent you are to decipher that or not, that's your problem. But they have found ways to skirt around the legalities involving fooling or tricking humans. So here we go. See you in Valhalla. They caught the shooter in 33 hours, about the 33rd degree Masons. Now, we know they are still fooling a majority of the public right now. A majority of Christians, a majority of conservatives have gone bonkers now. They even donated $7 to $10 million. I don't know the exact figure at this point to Turning Point USA in just a matter of days. And this growing event, they made a special national day now. The mainstream intends on using this event to create quite a stir in the future and use it for a front for certain things. Usually it is a 5,000-page bill that will remove many of our rights. I believe this time it will have something to do with surveillance and AI. But we have uncovered these things in the past. We want to protect and keep you safe from things that may not be in our best interest. We want Christians to escape this Schofield Bible indoctrination into supporting against Christ. And as United Countrymen, we want to keep the places we live, our churches, communities, counties, our cities and states, and our nation under the control of the people who founded this nation, that is the citizens, and they are the Christian base. And right now we believe they have been hijacked to support a foreign Middle Eastern country, and the hijacking has weakened the church, divided it through the same people who we found them in 33 hours. So they have used these tactics. They captured the church, and now we are recruiting members into the United Countrymen to join back together and fight the forces of darkness, to stand in the evil day and take back our country by ensuring that Christians take the positions in leadership of our counties, communities, churches, cities, states, and our nation. There has been quite a bit of talking, which is typical of the spiritual cloudiness, the misleading of Christians. This is our nation. It was founded by Christians. You can look at all the hundreds of churches just in your hometown, on every street corner. It is the idea of a nation, a state, and a community, whether it be 10 people or 10 million people or 250 million people. Christians, we believe, should be running a Christian nation, not these worshipers of idols, these worshipers of mysterious gods or secret society members, or flat out rejectors of Christ, those who practice religions that flat out reject Christ. There is no reason for a Christian to unite themselves to a country or to a religion whose religious books flat out say we reject Christ, and in fact, so much so, we hate him and we believe he's boiling in excrement in hell. Should Christians be joining themselves with these secular humanist rejectors of Christ? No. We have all been led asleep, and we'd like you to join United Countrymen right now. Align yourself with our mission to ensure that Christians run a Christian nation anymore, because people have been bought and sold. People have been taken advantage of, threatened. Every evil thing you can think of now has been done to take over this country, and we're waking up. There is almost no denial when you realize that Kash Patel left the United States and founded the first office of the FBI in New Zealand. And supposedly this witness protection place called Valhalla is located in New Zealand. All right, guys, I think you're catching on here that we need to know the secrets and the plans and the way stuff is done, or you'll get caught off guard, because they are planning, and we believe this small Middle Eastern country is planning another giant fake flag event. And that event is to do something just like it did during the big medical crisis, where they wanted everybody to take a certain substance in their body that has, what we believe, has killed millions of people around the world. If you don't realize what they're doing, how they're doing it, and this simple playbook they follow over and over, the psychological military tactics, the ancient witchcraft, you're going to get fooled by the next event, because they're going to get better and better at it, and they're going to recruit more and more Christians and conservatives into it to carry it out in the name of peace and safety. United Countrymen, we are about a worldwide mission, not just America, but the world, getting the Western nations to be able to take back their nations that were founded on Christianity, take them back from the foreign invaders who, get this now, they were funded and paid for by this small Middle Eastern country. The money was channeled out of our pockets through certain back-end deals. Perhaps that was what Epstein was really all about. And then the funneling of the money went right back into these small against Christ countries, these Somalian countries, these Mexican countries, the Venezuelan prisons let out. And this country took our money through whatever channels it's using and paid for transportation, shirts, food, funding, whatever, all the way to the border of the U.S. They paid off whoever they had to pay off in their secret societies and whatever. And then their vans and their buses, this is a fact, were waiting at the border, where they picked them up and drove them into United States cities, where they took over control of hotels. They got paid large sums of money, plus free housing and free health care and everything else. And it reminds me of a small Middle Eastern country where we're giving probably 30 or 40 billion dollars a year out of America for them people to live free and have free health care and free college and stuff. My friends, United Countrymen, it's time to wake up and realize what's going on. Join us. We are recruiting members right now. You will be trained and taught what they are doing, how they do it, and we will expose this information to you before the rest of the world ever starts to figure it out.